Let's take a look at the headlines. According to a new report, Joe Biden has privately told his aides that as president, he wants to avoid investigating his predecessor, Donald Trump, which I think is incredibly honourable of Joe Biden. Meanwhile, Trump is spending his last 2 months in office like, confiscate every possible laptop from the Biden family. Apparently, Biden is concerned about doing anything that would further divide the country, as if that's even remotely possible. This story begs the philosophical question, if there's wrongdoing, but no one's around to investigate it, is it really malarkey? Biden says he'll leave the investigating to the other people, like the CIA, the FBI, the IRS, the Justice Department, the SEC, the Southern District of New York, and whichever lawyer Melania ends up hiring. Meanwhile, President Trump is continuing to demand a recount in the state of Wisconsin. Well, yesterday, the state told the Trump campaign that it would have to cover the costs of a recount, which is estimated at nearly $8 million. Word of advice, Wisconsin, get the money up front. $8 million. It's a lot of money, though, to be fair, if Trump does somehow manage to flip Wisconsin, he still loses the election by a lot. $8 million for a recount. Trump was like, yeah, but that's for counting all the votes. How much just to count the ones for me? Now, of course, Thanksgiving is next week and various states are putting out new guidelines for a COVID-safe celebration. For example, New Jersey is now telling people to avoid shouting and singing. Yeah, that's what we're all worried about on Thanksgiving, that Uncle Rick will drink too much and start a sing-off. Who sings at Thanksgiving? Is this a thing? The shouting I get, but I've not... did I miss this? Are there Thanksgiving carols? Is this something that happens?
Yeah.
Are there?
Oh, great turkey, I love thee, stuffed with so much cranberry, with a tip of the hat and a tooty tootle too. Come on, everybody, Thanksgiving for you.
Oh, what? Did you just make that up in that moment right then?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Halfway through, at the start, I was like, oh, he's making up a song. And then I was like, no, this is probably a real carol. I don't believe it. The state of New Jersey is telling people not to shout at Thanksgiving. To which New Jersey said, who stole my spray tan? Was it you, Barbara? I know it was you. You don't get that kind of glow at the beach in November. Never been. Never been. Never been to New Jersey.
Oh, you gotta go. It's lovely no time of year.
And did you see this? President Obama's new book, A Promised Land, hit the stores today, and Obama has released a music playlist to go along with the book. Is there any sadder career fall than going from president to DJ? Like, I didn't see that coming. That is quite the fall from grace, isn't it? Not to be outdone, President Trump released his own playlist today. It's just 4 hours of Daba on repeat. Did I say it right? Did I say it right, John? No. I don't know the song. I don't know the song. I'm very proud that I've never heard of this song. How does it go, Ian?
If you've never been to New Jersey, it makes sense that you haven't heard Bawa Daba.
How does the song go?
Bawa Daba is actually short for Bawa Daba, da bang, diggy. Wait, Bawa Daba, da bang, diggy, 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 shake the boogie, said up, jump the boogie. Bawa Daba, da bang, diggy,
no, it's
diggy,
not
diggy,
from that, is it?
Boogie, said
It's
up,
from
jump
that.
the boogie.
Oh, then I do know it.
Bawa Daba, da bang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, said up, jump the boogie.
Yeah.
My name is Kid. It's Kid Rock, baby. And then it continues in kind from there.
And then it continues. So that was very impressive.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, never heard it. Kid Rock, never a big thing in Britain. Yeah.
Shocking.
It's true, isn't it, Louis? He never really did anything.
No.
Like, they probably even call him by his normal name. What is his normal name? Steve or something?
I think Bob, maybe?
I think it is Bob. Yeah, I think it's Bob.
Bob Rock. that his name? Bob Rock? He should have gone with that. That's a great name. Bob Rock. I always feel any singer that puts kid in their name, you wish you could sit them down when they're like, and you go, look, this feels cool, now you're 19. This is not going to be great when you're 55. That's how I feel about all in hip-hop, all the littles. You know?
Oh, yeah, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne, Lil Pump.
Lil Wayne, by now, regular-sized Wayne.
Just a normal Wayne.
Yeah.
Lil Bow Wow dropped a Lil.
Lil Bow Wow dropped the little. No, well, look at that. Didn't play out well. Whereas MC Hammer still got it.
Jay-Z, as good at 23 as it is at 53.
100%.
Yeah.
Bang. Done. Even Eminem.
Although when he turns 70, he's going to have to become Butterscotch Werther original.
Nice. Okay.
And we wanted to tell you about this. Pope Francis has caused a bit of a stir today after it was reported that his official Instagram account appeared to like a photo of, well, see for yourself. See, now that's the Pope's official account, and this is the photo that the Pope liked.
Damn. That's likable.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. To be fair, it does look like she's going to Catholic school. But for some reason, the Pope's Instagram account has liked that photo, and today, the Catholic Church was like, a scandal involving an adult woman. Whew, thank God. And I'm sure you all saw this. Twitter has announced a new feature today that allows users to post tweets that will automatically disappear in 24 hours. They're calling the new disappearing messages fleets, which is much shorter than we stole this from Instagram, who stole it from Snapchat. I mean, finally, now people on Twitter won't feel like they have to hold back and be so polite anymore. And the disappearing tweets, they work perfectly too, as long as nobody reading them has ever heard of a screenshot. And here's an interesting study. According to new research, the average American starts feeling old at the age of 47, which is really bad news considering 2020 has aged all of us at least 30 years. That research was definitely not conducted in Los Angeles, because in LA, when you turn 35, Ryan Seacrest pronounces you irrelevant and just throws you off a roof. So, I don't know, what's all this talk about feeling old? I'm never going to feel old. Am I, Reg, you know?
No.
I'm dripping, right? I'm dripping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're dripping.
I got drip, I'm fire. I got some big drip energy, Guillermo. I'm dripping, aren't I?
I'm trying to figure out what is going on right now.
But that's my point. How old are you?
This is about you, James.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've come through dripping. I'm fire. Don't leave me on red.
I can't participate. I mean, I'm participating, but I can't participate.
I've come through dripping. Big drip.
Maximum.
No, you should leave that alone.
That's what I'm saying. What do you mean? Can't leave it alone. I can't leave it alone. It's who I am. I'm full of drip. 247-365. Drip, drip. Poof.
Maximum moist.
Forever young, man. That's what I'm saying. You know what I say to that? Can't touch this.
Oh, my Lord.
You know? Hagar, what do you think? What do you consider to be old? What's old age to you?
60.
60. But here's the thing.
No. Actually, I know a person that works on the show, and he's hot at 60.
Who?
Mike Schiff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby.
He's shifty.
Yeah, baby. That's
Shifty
right.
years old.
That's right. Some big news out of New Zealand. You'll already know about this, but we feel it would be remiss to not talk about it. You know about there's a major scandal in the country's Bird of the Year competition, which is, as you know, a huge deal. A parrot species called... I feel like all the other late-night shows will have already done this story, but if we... I think Seth's actually doing a closer look on this story tonight. But you'll know this. A parrot called a kakapo was announced the winner, but only after 1,500 votes for a Kiwi Pukeupuku were thrown out as fraudulent votes. Trump was like, see, it can happen. I can't wait to see Rudy Giuliani in a Georgia courtroom saying, and for our next witness, the Trump campaign would like to call the Kiwi Pukeupuku. The parrot said that in spite of the divisive election, Polly want to bring the country together? And finally, Oreo has just announced a new feature called Oreo ID, which allows you to customize your own cookies. You can choose different flavors and upload photos of people to be printed right there on the cookies. Here are some examples of them here. Look at that. That beats the old way of eating someone's face, bath salts. Oh, would you eat a cookie with your face on? Would you eat a cookie that has your own face on it?
Oh, yeah, I'd do that again.
I'll tell you the thing about Oreos. They love messing around with the cookies, though, don't they? Yeah. They're forever coming up with a new Oreo. Oh, it's orange, double stuffed, all those things. Leave it alone. Yeah. Don't you think, Ian? Just let it be, Oreo.
Play the hits. You made Ba Wada Ba. There's no need for a whatever Kid Rock's other song was.
Exactly. And you can put whatever picture you like on these Oreos. In fact, today, they received this anonymous order from the Vatican.